Is that rolling? It's rolling. Okay, we're rolling. Okay. Tonight, Dan and I are attending the not premiere, the day after it came out, premiere of Good Boy. And we want to give you our thoughts before entering the movie and after exiting the movie. Dan, what are your thoughts for this fine evening?
I am very excited. It's a new take on a horror film. However, I have speculation it could potentially feel like a Paranormal Activity type film is my only reservation.
Right. If they were to try this again, it would be a gimmick. You know, like the surveillance or the security camera footage.
Yes.
Or found footage from, like, Blair Witch. If it's done again, it could be overdone. So it could be fun this first time. We are also worried that it could feel like an indie film.
Yes. However, it has been everywhere. Everyone gives raving reviews. The comments look good.
It is very hyped.
But we've been pretty, even trailer spoiler free.
Yes, we have been quite abstinent of all media covering this, except for, I guess, I've seen a couple of quotes like questions, comments about it. I hope the dog doesn't die. Don't tell me the dog doesn't die.
I've seen that too on my YouTubes and such. So
that's about all the thoughts I have now. I can't think of anything else that I'd want to say.
No, tune in when we talk about this after having viewed the program.
And it will be right after this song.
Don't you step away.
Don't change the channel. All right. I think we both need to pee greatly.
Yes.
But we're taking advantage of this moment in time to tell you our thoughts about the movie. Now that we've kind of come out of it and we've had a little bit of a discussion on the drive home. This portion will have no spoilers. However, later portions of this will have spoilers that will divulge, but we will make it poignantly clear when those spoilers are afoot.
Precisely. Would you like to kick us off?
I will.
Okay.
First of all, I'd like to address our concerns about the indie aspect of it. So it was an indie film.
Yes, we did discover that
and
very early on.
I think that's the first thing that we need to say, because a lot of the film is not very high budget, as we were expecting, and being that it was an indie film on such a low budget and with very not cheap techniques but cost-effective techniques, it gave us an appreciation for the movie after having seen it.
Yeah, I think, and like what Kyler said, I really want to reiterate. After the film, and this is spoiler free, after the film, the director comes on and says, "Hey, this is how we did this," and
sorry, I had to put on the parking brake.
No, you're good. It actually made me appreciate and enjoy the film much more. So don't leave as soon as it ends. Stay around for the director to thank you for watching the movie. Anyways, back to my critique. They were a little, given the restrictions they had and the budget they had, and a lot of indie films do this, they got too fancy too frequently with some of the camera shots and angles. Like there was this one in particular where for no reason we had like a bird's eye view just as they were walking through the woods for no reason. It was just like very busy and it didn't need to be.
Right. And to add on to that, they were cuts to different camera angles that didn't tell us anything we didn't already know. So in that sense, they felt excessive and artsy for sure. Oh, maybe the lights aren't on. It's a good thing we have It's a good thing we have. I forget what these are called. The map lights.
Oh, you have a skylight and everything.
Yes.
Sorry. Anyways.
Well, distracted. Yeah, the camera angles didn't add much.
I also, and I can't remember if your friend or you brought this up, but there was you were too close to the dog most of the time. So you were very discombobulated. You didn't really know where you were or what was going on. And so when events happened, you didn't really understand why, and you didn't really fully understand an outcome of a particular scene, I guess. Not scenes.
And one thing to go along with how close we were to the dog in this movie, it seems like the dog would deserve an Oscar, but the director kind of mentioned that the cinematography is what gives us the emotion connected to the dog, but the dog was like feeling very different emotions during the movie, so it never felt terror like the baby from Kids MGMT. Have you seen that music video?
No.
It's the one where they have like an infant and they have monsters that kind of like scare it, and it's crawling down an aisle of monsters crying for its mother. And
oh my gosh.
so they like probably gave this kid terrible anxiety.
Oh my god.
But that did not happen in this film.
Yeah.
A lot of the horror was done in editing. Yeah.
Yeah, the dog, and what's kind of fun, and this is spoiler free. Well, yeah, it's spoiler free. It's the director's dog.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's fine.
And they showed like the dog, as he said, the dog didn't know it was being filmed, obviously, and the dog was having a good time. And then like it was all added like mostly post, which again, impressive feat, really cool concept. But and I guess kind of moving forward in the film or in our video here is not that I felt lied to, like I never did. And granted, that's maybe because I stayed so spoiler and trailer free, but I felt as though it was marketed to me and presented to me as like a premium, like AAA movie, and I paid a premium price to go see it.
Would you have seen it if it had been marketed as it was?
Touche.
I just had that thought.
That's like, a good point.
I don't know if I would have. I would have said something like, I'll just wait for it to come on streaming, or I'll wait for the creator to put it up on YouTube for free.
I respect the grind then of the marketing.
Yeah, but it did set up for a lot of unrealistic expectations, I think.
Yeah, and maybe we show a picture. Maybe we tell you to go look this up. But
look it up.
But the movie poster is, whoever designed it, incredible. It looks very high end, like it's a movie posters. I feel like are worth 1,000 words.
Yes.
It looks really good.
You get the idea right from the movie poster.
It's a great poster, and I think I went into the movie expecting a movie poster likeness, and that never was experienced.
Yeah, I think we've said a lot of things that are negative. A few things that are positive about this movie is that it gets to the chase right at the beginning. And I'm trying really hard not to turn this into a negative thing because I want to give it some praise.
Yes.
The concept of filming everything from the dog's perspective is really cool. That being said, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
I'll give it some praise. I will say, granted, and anyone who knows me can attest to this, I love scary movies, but I'm a baby. And
it did get you a couple times.
I had quite a few really good, embarrassing loud outbursts of being scared. And you know what? When I go see a scary movie, sometimes that's all I need. And I enjoyed those moments. And they got me good, I will say. They got me pretty good.
That's one area I wish they could have
Done more of.
is explaining the haunting.
I will. I feel like I'm being so negative. I had a good time. I enjoyed the movie. But I just think that sometimes, and maybe there's restrictions, again, budget. I'm sure it's hard to work with an animal. I can't even imagine that. But sometimes things were so open and so, not artsy, but just
Vague
that an encounter would happen and I would have no idea the rhyme or reason or like what actually happened. I had to guess and be like, well, was this real? I don't know.
Yeah. I think I know the point that you're talking about.
Again, I know it sounds like we're bagging on this. We had fun.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed the movie. I think, if you want to save yourself a premium movie theater ticket, sure, yeah, wait for it to come on streaming and rent it from the comfort of your home. But, it was fun. It's a good entry point, I think, for someone wanting to maybe get into a horror film genre.
It really wasn't that scary. Yeah.
No, like, aside from jump scares, you're not going to go to bed and quaking and quivering and having nightmares.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to feel for how Dan and I handle horror, go watch our Until Dawn series.
Yeah, I don't handle it well.
And, yeah, Dan kind of gets jump scared pretty easy, but I guess you enjoy it.
I enjoy it. There's something fun about feeling like you're in danger when there's no danger. It's kind of fun for me.
Yeah.
So it's a great entry point.
Mm-hmm. To go back to maybe if I cut this up, I don't know how much editing I want to do to this, but to go back to the spoiler-free section, one of the best parts about this movie is the connection you feel to the dog.
Yes.
It does a great job at putting you in the dog's head space.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, in real life, the dog wasn't feeling, kind of like I said earlier.
Yeah.
The dog wasn't feeling any of the horror emotions, but it really puts you into the fictional dog's mind when you're, staring him down the eyes and then looking at what he's looking at. And that's I think, a highlight of what this film does really well.
Yeah, and I think if we want to pile everything we've said into a mountain, you've said it perfectly. I think, yeah, this is a very fun, a very unique film because you experience the film with the dog in a very personable way that I think is unique, and I think it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, and I think go into the movie. Don't expect a AAA, production, but go into it going, okay, this is a niche area of a fun horror film, and I think you'll have a lot of fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely wait for it to be on a matinee or something.
Yeah, we the theater selection wasn't great. We had to drive an hour.
Yeah, there's not a lot of theaters that are picking this up, so it's probably going to end up being a stream to yourself type of deal.
Yeah.
Which maybe we can get into a little bit of spoiler territory.
The fox trap scene.
Yeah. We're marking this as
spoilers right here.
If
so
you want to watch the movie, click off, go do something else and watch the movie, and come back. Come back
when you've seen the film. Finish up with us.
So I think with the fox trap scene, when he's running to get the other neighbor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He wakes up with that red dog house behind him, and he's chained up.
And he's fine and fluffy again.
Yeah, and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah. And I was like, is this a clone? Is this a flashback?
Is this,
What's going on?
Is this some type of intermediary state where he's safe and it's like exposition's gonna happen because he's like in some extra plane, like some other plane of existence?
Yeah, I remember I was stuck on that for several minutes afterwards, and I had no idea what was going on for several minutes, and I still really didn't know what happened.
Yeah, and one thing that Jaron said, shout out to Film Fixation.
Yes.
Jaron said that there was a scene similar to the fox trap where we don't stay with the dog the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of break that rule that the movie was set up on, and we don't see everything the dog goes through.
Which,
in a sense,
was that was a great point by Jaron. I didn't even think of that.
that's why he has a freaking Film Fixation podcast.
So check him out, Film Fixations.
We're just kind of spewing our thoughts
That's
here.
your shout out. And then he also brought up another good point. That was, I didn't realize it was at the time that it frustrated me, but once it was pointed out to me, I realized, oh yeah, that was frustrating. They hid the owner's face the entire film.
Mm-hmm.
Even like a talking scene, the closest you ever get is when like you see his reflection in like an old like glass TV.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Up until the very end is when you get the face reveal. And on that note, I feel like this movie couldn't decide what it wanted to be. Mm-hmm. Like at the beginning, you're getting like haunting vibes where he's being possessed or taken control of by a dark entity,
spirit,
and then he has this medical exam and he's like, oh, I got checked out of the hospital, blah blah blah. And then they go to this house and you're like, oh, the house is haunted. No, it's just, the spirit that comes and watches them. And then back to the medical thing.
Yeah.
And he has these instances where he's seemingly not himself. But it's not like if it's the medical thing, then he's just imbalanced as a person.
Yeah.
But if it's the spirit thing, then
he's possessed.
The spirit isn't really doing anything to him physically because it's his medical thing. It's like it couldn't decide if it wanted it to be a medical thing or
a spirit
entity that was killing him,
or a curse, or
maybe it just went over our heads.
Maybe
maybe the dark spirit was just there to guide him into the next life, and he was just really scary to the dog.
Yeah, I
had one more thought.
Yes.
Maybe this belongs in the non-spoiler section too. But I think... No, this belongs in the spoiler section. But I think the reason that we have... Maybe this is a theory.
Okay.
Maybe the reason that we don't have a clear understanding of what's going on with the owner is because we are actually trying to understand it as the dog. Like these are just sequences of things going on. We have context as humans, but they're just things that stand out, kind of things that are scary, Like, I know my dog, if I have anything that makes noise when you move it, or I guess any object, he's scared of it. Like, if I have a broom and it goes shh across the ground, he's like, what the heck? And, the owner was moving a big generator around and it was going, kunk.
That was scary.
Kunk. So maybe that stood out to him as something that's scary. The generator starts up and it's making noise.
So maybe when we leave the dog and they're breaking the rule, maybe that's when the dog loses consciousness and therefore we lose that part of the memory, the film. And then we awake with the dog. I don't know. Just shooting the breeze here.
We're shooting blanks.
Interesting. I didn't think of that. That's a good point.
Yeah, the more we kind of sit and stew on it, the more
I like it.
theory. Yeah.
But I cannot stress this enough. If you go to watch it at a theater or from the comfort of your home, there's like a mini scene with like the dog and like some credits. Watch that. You need to get the context from the director explaining how they made it. And I think you'll appreciate it much more.
And maybe that's something, if it's available online, maybe that's something that you can watch before
Honestly,
going to see the movie.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And that's pretty spoiler free. You could do that prior. And then you don't feel like the dog is actually terrified.
Yeah.
You're not worrying about, do we need to call animal control?
Although, would it pull away from...
Yeah, you wouldn't be scared at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hard to say. Just watch it after. Stay for the end credits and the director's
Commentary.
Yeah, I couldn't think of that
Behind
word.
the scenes.
Behind the commentary.
Forget words all the time. But thanks for
do you have
watching. Anything else to add?
No, I feel like that's good.
Sorry, I kind of cut you
No,
off.
I was just going to ramble.
Yeah. But thanks for watching this initial movie review. I don't know if we'll ever do this again.
We
Maybe
might.
if it has good public sentiment.
We'll try to hold ourselves accountable, maybe. We do want to see Weapons. I know it's a little older, but hey, we're busy, so we try to just do what we can.
Yeah. I wonder what we could call this.
I was going to say, put it in the 5-minute podcast, but we've definitely been rambling for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe we could call this post credits.
I
don't know.
Yeah, post credits.
I have to see if that name's already taken, but...
yeah. Segment within.
Is this still recording? Yeah, it is.
So, okay. Well, thanks for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe, hype, and donate to...
Smash that like button.
Yeah, buy my Bitcoin.
Buy Doge.
Yeah, buy Doge.
To support the dog movie.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.